We are here to welcome on Travis Denning here on the podcast. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you boys?
We're doing good.
No one ever asks us. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing
I could tell
great.
you looked good, not great. I could tell something's
You
on your
nailed
shoulders.
it. Nailed it.
We're a little tired.
Yeah.
You know, we were at Dave and Buster's last night, so big
Absolute
night.
riot.
You know,
Did you know that Dave and Buster's is the same people from Barnes and Nobles?
Yeah.
It's Dave Barnes and Buster Nobles.
Unbelievable.
No way.
Yeah, I swear. I
Yep,
just read
yep,
this.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's great.
100%.
Close cousin to Ben and Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
yep.
knew it was, but like there's a riff in the family or something.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they don't talk about it that much.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised they didn't go into rival ice cream businesses. to be honest.
Somebody listening right now is like, son of a bitch, I had no idea. they were candles and games.
Well, I don't know if you know this about us, but we are an educational podcast,
Oh, okay,
not
yeah,
entertainment.
yeah.
We just inform people of things.
Oh,
Literally, our podcast exists of us being like, I don't know, is that true? And then we like Google it and like, oh, I guess it's not true.
Yeah.
Just made that up. Yeah.
Don't Google the Dave and Buster's one. That is true. You don't have to look that up.
There you
It's
go.
true,
That's
yeah.
a fun fact. Yeah, we come all the way to Nashville. We're from North Dakota, and we go to Dave and Buster's. So
Yeah.
that was
Hey, fun fact, that was the first date that me and my fiance went on.
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
Nice.
I swear to God. She didn't know what it was. And I was texting her and I said, like, we should go to Dave and Buster's. And she was like, what is that? And I said, I'll pick you up in 30 minutes. I said, I can't really explain it to you.
Yeah.
And found out they have one of the greatest happy hours in existence.
Really?
So we went there. I bought a Jack and Coke, and then she got like a margarita.
Yep.
And this was at like, $158. So I buy it. It's like 20 something bucks,
Yeah.
Mhm.
$10 a
Arm
drink.
and a leg.
Yeah. I go back to buy another round after 2:00, and it was like $12 for both of them. And I was like, well, what happened? She goes, oh, our happy hour started. She goes, everything's half off from 2 to 7.
That's happy hours.
That's
and
like
hours.
happy afternoon.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
exactly.
like, and I was like, y'all do that every day? She was like, every day. And I realized what it is that nobody goes to Dave and Buster's to drink.
I mean,
so
it is
they
strange
gotta do something
to be at Dave and Buster's at 2 p.m.
for sure on like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
But I learned that, and man, yeah.
Well, come 6:30, you're feeling good from happy hour. You start reloading that card left
dude.
and right, more tokens.
You order those 2,500 calorie chicken tenders.
Mhm.
What was funny is like if you notice their door has got a huge tint on it because I think they're doing the like casino thing where they want you to not know what time
Yep.
of
Time
day
it is,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
We came out of there and it was like the sun was just like it was down and we're like, oh my God, how long have we been here? You know?
Yeah, we came last night. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like a PG rated casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your go-to game there?
So the last one I did where I really scored on really well was the Angry Birds one.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
because I actually this is not even a fun fact. This is a straight up sad goober fact. But the Angry Birds is kind of my like airplane game.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And I'm on like level 783 or something.
Still rolling with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. At some point, I kind of feel like I just hit the thing, that kind of the peak.
Yes.
And I think the game's like, let's just send them the same levels over and over. So I did that.
I think I played this one about like 8 plane rides
8
ago.
years ago. Yeah, I remember this. I played the Angry Birds one, got it in a strike, and I got like 2,000 tickets.
Oh my God.
I got a coffee
Damn.
mug.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
An 80 cents coffee mug.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm really, really pissed about now?
I know.
Is we got a whoopee cushion last night from Dave and Buster's, and we were going to put it underneath your seat, and we forgot it. And it would have been the greatest
It's
prank.
a great way to test the waters
Yeah,
with
that'd
new
been
people.
awesome.
Yep.
Either that or
That'd
you
been
guys have
wonderful.
been like, these guys are who the
Children.
Oh my God.
How great would that have been though if I did that and then y'all sat down and I had done it also? It's like I think you are now in my wedding. I mean, like that.
Yep.
It'd be that fast.
We
yeah.
gotta become the Whoopee Cushion podcast. So then, guess if they do any research, then like they're like checking underneath the
and they're just constantly
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
But you take years off.
Yeah.
All the heat dies down,
Yep.
and then as soon as it does, you bring it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then it just hits.
People will
Yeah.
be demanding it.
Yeah. I want to
Wow.
sit on Whoopee.
Didn't know you were such a Dave and Buster's guy. That's a little fun fact there.
Yeah,
I like
man.
that.
I mean, I grew up in Middle Georgia, and there was one in Atlanta, and I remember we went one time, and I just remember going, and we had dinner there, and like Dude, when you're 7 years old and you go to Dave and Buster's for dinner, I mean, you just don't give a shit about eating.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I sat there.
Yeah, I can't imagine your parents trying to get you to eat your chicken nuggets.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Like I remember, I weirdly remember everything. And it was like spaghetti and meatballs. And it was one of those just big meatballs.
Just one meatball?
Yeah, just the big old meatball. And I took like 3 bites and I was like, I'm done. And they kind of looked at me. They're like, just go.
Well, it'd have been smart of your parents to lie to you. It'd been smart of them. And tell you that the machine doesn't turn on unless you take a bite of your food.
Unless you have
they're
that
walking around with the plate and they're like, all right, it's not going to start until you take a bite.
Go for
That'd
it.
be a good move.
I want a remote. That day, I remember we had an early dinner and we stayed for hours. And I won. Oh man, I'm trying to remember this. I mean, it was like five-digit amount of tickets. It was probably 15,000 tickets, and I got a remote-controlled little Ferrari thing.
Yeah, the RC.
And that was pretty cool because, I mean, even my dad was like, dang, you actually won something. I mean, you didn't win a bouncy ball. Like, it's pretty cool. And we took it home and turned it on. And it didn't work.
It broke out immediately.
And it never worked.
Yep.
Yeah. It just never worked.
Yeah, you got to go to Barnes & Noble, say, I want to speak to the owner.
I want to speak to Dave and or Buster, one or the other.
Also, while I'm waiting, I'm going to read a book.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.